Hello, Stuart.
Hello, Floris. I almost forgot your name for a second there.
You almost forgot my name.
Fucking hell.
You drinking anything?
I am drinking, yes. I don't really want to. It's been a long weekend, but
Oh dear.
But I feel like I'm a suffer for my art. The D in TLDR stands for drunken, and I'll be damned if I'm going to do this completely sober. So I am nothing but truthful to the people. Yes, I'm drinking Carling, but I've got blackcurrant in it.
That's the thing I never got when I was over there. I'm like, why would you put squash in your beer?
It just takes the edge off, mate. I had a couple of pints in a Wetherspoons after watching the Avengers as well. So
The Revengers.
the Avengers, yeah, Age of Ultron.
I'm having a nice store brand rosé because it was on sale and it came in a 2-litre bottle. I'm like,
Jesus Christ!
well, for a store brand rosé, it doesn't taste that bad.
Discount 2 litre rosé. The real gourmet shit, like.
None of that 10-year crap with me.
Nope.
No, it has to be new wine.
Yep, I was going to take it to a weird place and be like, that's how I like my women, Dad, but I'm not going to do that.
Right, so, any warning for anybody listening, I'll say to the fictional audience,
Yeah.
there's going to be spoilers about Avengers Age of Ultron.
All 12 people.
Those weirdos.
Okay, yeah. The Avengers.
Right, so, you saw it this afternoon.
I saw it this afternoon.
I saw it a bit of a week ago.
Yeah.
Time goes really fast. I meant to see it again with someone else because she wanted me to come with, but that plan fell through. So I might be a little bit more rusty than you are on the exact details.
All right.
But you might still be fresher under the impression of what the movie felt like.
Yeah. I feel like I might not be able to cast as much of a critical eye over it. In basking in the warm post-orgasmic glow, the post-coital glow of the Avengers 2.
I was like that. I'm like, oh my god, this is the best thing I've seen in my life. And then
do you know?
after a few days, it was like, maybe
Do you know
wasn't
what?
the best thing I've seen in my life.
I'll be honest. It didn't blow my mind. It didn't blow me away. It didn't actually. The first one was better. The first Avengers Assemble. When I watched that in the cinema, I was like, "Oh, this is the fucking best." And the same with Winter Soldier. I was like in the cinema, like every other scene in the cinema. I was a bit drunk. I turned to my buddy and I was like, "This is sick." And he was, I know you keep telling me. He was like, you keep telling me how sick it is. I'm trying to watch the movie. But I just kept saying it over and over again. This is fucking sick.
Apparently, I did go, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fucking fuck,
Really?
towards the end of the movie.
Really?
Age of Ultron.
Yeah, see, I never had that.
It did have some good moments. I think, personally, I think this one might be structurally better than Avengers Assemble.
Yeah.
For people outside the UK, Avengers Assemble is basically the Avengers, but they had to call it Avengers Assemble the UK.
Is it really only called that over here?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Is that because of the TV show that we used to have?
TLDR, fun fact.
Wow, I never knew. I never fucking knew. I thought it was called that everywhere.
No.
Oh, okay. Also,
I think this movie might know better what it wants to be and what it needs to be, and it didn't have to have any time setting up all the pawns and all the pieces. Like, oh, this is the villain, these are the good guys.
Yeah.
This is how they interact with each other.
Yeah.
They already knew that. They already were comfortable with what they were.
yeah.
But as a fact of that, a lot of things didn't pop as much.
Yes.
You're not like, oh, Ultron, Loki. Loki was a lot more interesting because, well, yeah, Loki.
Yes, he was. He was way more interesting.
Not a slight towards James Spader or anything.
No.
And like the circle shot when they're in New York and the camera's going around once and everybody's doing their poses, the action scenes, and you hear the Danny Elfman music. Yeah,
well, that was me and my buddies. I watched it with today. We were talking about in the pub afterwards. Had a little, and I was saying, I didn't think it didn't get me as jazzed as the first movie, and I couldn't put my finger on why. And one of them immediately mentioned that particular scene where you get the big, it's like they do, Black Widow does her pose and Captain America's pose and like that big circle shot, and that was the moment. Like even now when I watch that at home on TV, that is the moment you wait for. That still makes the hairs on the back of my neck stand up, and I'm like, this is the fucking best. And I'd never had a moment quite like that in the cinema. Did you, while we're talking about the big cinematic shots, did you see it in 3D? Because I didn't, because the only shot...
I did see it in 3D, but I'm not one of those people that wants to see things in 3D, but I don't get a choice with a lot of cinemas around here.
The only screening they had today of it was still like, he's like showing like now, so I couldn't do it because I had to come and record this. My buddy who I was meant to watch it with last week, and he went without me, and I saw it with him again. The dick. But I saw it with him again today anyway. He saw it in 3D the first time, and before we went in, he was like, fair warning, a lot of the action scenes were shot specifically for 3D. And you could tell, there's a bit in the church towards the end where they're all doing shit all together, and you can.
I have to say,
you can tell the way it's shot.
That was a cool scene.
Yeah, you can tell the way it's shot, like that it was clearly designed for 3D, and I thought this would have looked fucking amazing. And that then maybe if I seen it in 3D, then I would have been like, oh my god, this is the. But as it was, I was just like, well, it's kind of cool.
I felt that the original setup where they're in the church and Thor goes like, "Is that all you've got?"
Yes.
That tried to emulate the original movie, like, oh, we're all in a circle now.
Yeah, I did like that. I liked that big, like, and then I especially liked James Spader's Ultron totally framing it just like, well, this is what I wanted. All you guys, all my guys. And I was like, yeah, this is what I wanted as well, James Spader. Just a big, it's going to be us in there, it's going to be fucking throw down. And that was like, you know, a big Royal Rumble at the end. That was what I wanted. So that was a cool moment. Yeah, definitely when it was the two teams. But I liked I just while I'm mentioning him, James Spader as Ultron. When that casting was announced, I was like, well, that's kind of out of left field.
We'll see where I thought the same thing.
We'll see where this goes.
I was very big into what's it called, Boston Legal at the time.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
yes.
What the fuck, James Spader?
Yeah, I know.
He's gonna be like a used car salesman. He's about like, hey, I'm Ultron. You want to buy a car?
Yeah,
25,000 on a mile. There's nothing wrong with it. Old lady used to drive it. Only for the groceries.
he sells Iron Man a really shitty car, and like that's the fucking Tony's like, he's ripped me off, the motherfucker. And that's the plot of the movie. Yeah, no, like I was like, it's out of left field, but I was interested. I didn't think, oh, this is bullshit casting. I was like, this is a weird choice. I want to see where they go with it. You go.
I can't say I've seen a bad casting choice in a Marvel movie.
Not in recent years.
Everybody kind of fits into place.
Mm, definitely. Yeah, like deadpan snark at Ultron, I really enjoyed. I really liked his sort of detached attitude to sort of everything. I was like, oh, that's how Ultron would act. He would not give a fuck about anything because, you know, why would he? He's Ultron. He's the man in his mind, you know.
Ultron is a killer robot.
Yeah.
He wants to kill all humans except Philip J. Fry. I did like Ultron.
Yeah, I really liked Ultron.
I did because he's obviously meant to be like a dark mirror to Iron Man, as opposed to being the brainchild of Hank Pym.
Yeah, which I must admit, in the build-up to the movie, when it became apparent that they were going to erase that away from his backstory, I did have a little nerdy tantrum, like, but Hank Pym designs. But I think that's just because I'm a big Hank Pym fan. And I was like, I knew the Ant-Man movie was coming out. I was like, they could have done something and tied it in, but it's a minor gripe. And when the movie actually began, I wasn't thinking about that at all. I was prepared to, you know, watch it for what it was and not compare it to the comics, which is the best way to watch any of these movies, which I learned from The Watchmen.
I like the fact you just said my favourite is Hank Pym.
He's not my favourite. My favourite is even worse than that. My favourite is Longshot, but
I did like Ultron, but I felt he should have been a bit more cold. He felt a little bit too snappy sometimes.
I do agree. He didn't feel like I think that was why the fight at the end, especially with him and Thor, and he's getting the better of Thor in a big way. I didn't have a level of peril or anything. There was no great level of drama there for me, and I think it might have been part of that. Ultron didn't feel like a big. When he started fighting Thor, it wasn't like, oh shit, this guy's going to wreck Thor. It was like, it's Ultron and Thor having a fight.
Yeah, it felt more like he was about to put Thor down and then give him a little speech about like, gods.
Yeah.
You gods, you come to Earth, you think you're better than human beings. Well, guess what? I'm going to kill all of you anyway.
Yes, I'll tell you.
It felt more like he was going to do that, as opposed to be like big, scary robot and then just immediately snapping his neck.
Exactly, yeah. That was a weird thing as well while we're on that scene. Thor's main, as far as I can recall, Thor's main function throughout the movie was to deliver hilarious dialogue and be comic relief, which was a weird role for Thor to take, but those were my favourite bits of the film. Even in that scene where Ultron's choking him, and he's like,
I am Thor, son of Odin. I am running out of things to say.
Yeah, as long as there is breath in my breast, I'm running out of things to say. Are you ready? Like that was a proper strange moment, but it was really hilarious. It was great.
I know people criticise Whedon for saying all of his characters that they snark the same way, but I feel like with Thor at least, it's like most of the time it's a part in ignorance.
Yes, definitely.
So he's like mostly unaware of his surroundings.
Well, I mean, the funniest bit of the movie for me was after the first fight, Mark Ruffalo is having a crisis of conscience about the Hulk killing people or whatever, and he's all on the Quinjet, all sad, and Black Widow's trying to be like, no, it's fine, the Hulk, they're bad people, you've done a good thing. Thor, what do you think? And Thor goes, like, he says something like, the halls of hell ring with the screams of Hulk's victims, and Mark Ruffalo's like in tears, and Thor's like, shit, no, lad, no, shit, and then he's like, oh, I mean, not screams of death, though, you understand, just wounded, whimpering, they've got strained deltoids and gout.
Yes, it was the gout that did it for me.
Gout, the injury that you get from fights. Gout. Brilliant. Yeah, that's what I like about Thor. Definitely, like, that feels like Thor is just kind of dumb. He's kind of a big dummy. He doesn't really know what to say, and that's what sets his humour apart from this. I think.
But that's why we love him.
That is why we love him.
He's just a big fucking puppy.
Yes, that is why we love him. I feel like Whedon's Cap gets a bit of that as well, though. Not so much in this one, but definitely in the first one.
I think it's kind of the cut of the same cloth.
Yeah.
Because they're both aliens to the world, technically speaking.
Yes. Yeah.
But Cap is more like, oh, I don't understand this current time thing.
Yeah.
And Thor is more like, I don't understand this other civilization thing.
You strange little humans, like, yeah, definitely.
And Cap is like, language, and everybody goes like, are we just going to let that slide, that Cap's that language?
Yeah, and it keeps coming back. I immediately, that first scene, like, after Iron Man mentioned it in that very, like, the opening scene, I think it's the second line of the movie anyway, it's like Iron Man says shit and Cap goes language. And then Tony's immediately like, is no one else bothered by the fact that Cap just said language? The second they started making a thing out of that, I was like, at the end of the movie, Cap's going to do a swear. And someone's going to be like, oh, you've done a thing that you said earlier.
I think he did at one point, didn't he?
He says, you son of a bitch to somebody, and Fury is like,
when throws a robot over the edge.
Yes.
Right, so let's start with the beginning of the movie then.
I guess, yeah.
I think it was a good choice to immediately start off with the team.
Yeah, I agree. It was a bit do you know what it reminded me of? I don't know if you've seen it. The beginning of Expendables 2. The beginning of the Expendables 2 begins almost identical. They're all just driving into the enemy base in like jeeps, and I was like, "Fucking hell! This is just like this is exactly the same as the Expendables 2." Because that played off the same thing of the first movie. You've established who all the big badass characters are. So the second movie begins. We're just going to go right into here they are, whooping ass, taking names.
It's good because otherwise the people would be like, "Hang on, we came here to see the Avengers, and now we're just watching Captain America and Black Widow run through a snowy forest."
Yeah, exactly.
So I thought that was a good idea, and it also set up a little bit like Hulk having his crisis, Hawkeye having a big bullseye painted on the back of his head.
Yep. About halfway through the movie, I turned to my buddy and I was like, Hawkeye's getting the worst of a lot of this. Like, he just gets the shit kicked out of him for the entire film. Like,
and they introduced Baron Strucker. And I find it very weird that this is going to go over in a bit in the middle, and he gets killed off like that.
Yeah.
But apparently the actor has a 3-movie deal with Marvel.
Right. Okay.
So he might be back as a zombie or a robot. I don't know. It's weird.
It is weird. Maybe he's just not dead.
But it was a good way of showing, like, oh, here we are. Here's Iron Man zapping things. Here's Captain America beating people up, throwing his fucking motorcycle.
Yes.
Here's Black Widow shooting people. Here's Hawkeye blowing up bunkers with an arrow.
Yeah. Oh, that was a really cool moment as well. And again, I bet it looked amazing in 3D, where there's a moment where they all do it like one attack simultaneously on screen at the same time. Like
the comic book panel.
Oh, so fucking cool. Yes.
It was like a splash page.
Yes,
it was like
that's exactly what it is.
3 seconds in slow motion, and they're going raw, and Hulk is at the forefront.
Thor's in the back, fire and lightning. Yes, that's exactly what it was. A big splash page. That's a good call. That's exactly what it was. Yeah, that was a really cool moment, and I bet
that was basically like, okay, nerds, have your fucking moment.
Yeah, but then he fucking pulled the rug away from us at the end of it.
Can anybody take out that bunker, Hulk?
Thanks. Like, yeah, such a cool scene.
And I like the fact twins showed up early in the film.
Yeah.
I know they didn't get a lot of development, but if they'd done it later, it would have seriously hampered everything.
It would, especially with the Vision coming into it as well. That would have, if all three of them had been introduced later on, it would have been a real mess, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had my reservations at first about the twins being in it, the Wonder Twins. But actually, I actually liked the. I mean, yeah, they weren't very deep by the end of the movie, but I liked the characters, and They did add a bit. I think they added a good dynamic to it in the end. At first, I was like, they feel a bit tacked on and unnecessary as well. But actually, as the movie went on, they did grow on me, and I was like, okay, I'm happy that they're here now. These are actually good characters.
Well, I felt like who they were, but not very deeply explored. So they could have done with, but it's a big movie anyway, so they probably got cut.
Yeah,
but
probably.
When Quicksilver tells Ultron, "Oh, I've got a picture. I look at it every day," and I'm like, "Oh, we got bombed, and then we spent 2 days being afraid of a second bomb that didn't go off."
Yeah.
It gave them at least motivation of, okay, these guys aren't just dicks because they're dicks.
Yeah.
They legitimately hate Tony Stark.
Yes, that was at least good motive. I literally figured they were going to be just, we are stock evil East European baddies, and that's it. But no, that was a good little spin on it. Like.
And I liked how they managed to link that with Cap, and Cap is like, okay, I understand why you underwent experiments for your country, because I did the same thing.
Yes, that was a great line. It's something like, he's talking to Miranda Hill, and he says, what kind of monster would let a German scientist experiment on them just to help their country? And I was like, oh, wow, look at Cap, he sympathises with these people. What a guy.
Captain America is what America should be like.
Well, I mean, that's the point. He's the ideal, isn't he? He's what people, not just America, all of us should aspire to be.
Yeah. And Scythe hates him.
No, let's not get into this right now, but no, he doesn't. How do you hate?
We'll do it another day. We'll put a little footnote here. Scythe hates Captain America.
How can anybody hate Captain America? Jesus. If anybody hates...
so we're going into the second act. The twins have been rescued. No, the twins have escaped. They fought with the Avengers. They got the magic staff, and they're back in Tony Stark's tower.
Yes.
I like the fact they got Don Cheadle, and they got what's his name? Falcon.
Oh, Falcon. Yeah, right. I can't remember the actor who plays him. I haven't got a clue.
Anthony Mackie.
Could be. I don't know. I never knew his name in the first place. I don't know. But yeah.
I think it's Anthony Mackie, but I'm going to correct myself in editing if it's not.
Okay. Do you want to leave a big pause here?
Yeah, it will just be like, oh, is it Sam Wilson? I like the fact that they showed up as well.
Yeah.
I could have done with either Pepper Potts or Jane Foster, but
yes,
actress that plays Jane Foster, what's her name?
Natalie Portman.
Natalie Portman. She doesn't like doing the movies, I think.
Really?
But now she's stuck to a contract, so she has to do at least Thor: The Dark World.
Yeah. And I figured we would get to see Pepper at some point because she was in
Avengers
in the first one, and also I figured Happy would be there somewhere just because Jon Favreau's still like executive producer, or whatever. I figured he'd be in there.
Yeah, I saw that.
It was weird.
I'm like, oh, Jon Favreau is still attached to these things. That's fantastic.
Yes. Yeah, I love Jon Favreau. I was disappointed he didn't get to direct Iron Man 3 because he did a great job. Well, the second one was well directed. I'll say that anyway.
We'll talk about Iron Man 2 later. We'll put another footnote here.
Yeah, I like Jon Favreau.
Iron Man 2. So I thought the party was a good thing, cool. And especially towards the end, they start exploring all the characters a little bit. Best Stan Lee cameo ever, the internet says. Do you agree?
I see. This is one of those moments where I'm too fresh off it to judge properly, but yes, it's up there. That was a brilliant moment. I mean, I like
his own catchphrase. So it's like,
in there.
It might not even be a random guy who did things. It might actually be Stan Lee.
Be Stan Lee. But then what I liked more was if the implication is this is actually Stan Lee. Stan Lee as a grizzled old war veteran. Like, me was Omaha Beach, you pussy, or whatever he says to
on the beach of Normandy.
You long-haired fag. Like, yeah. Yeah, yeah, and then he just gets, I don't know, he gets fucking tanked on Thor's mead or whatever it was, and then yeah, he gets his catchphrase in. Yeah, that might be
Before
the best
this,
Stan Lee
I
cameo, but
always
it's up
saw
there.
that the
It's
Amazing
definitely up there.
Spider-Man 1 had the best Stan Lee cameo.
Yeah, I was going to say that as well. I was going to say the one that I really like, oddly, is the Amazing Spider-Man 1. It's one of the few things that I will say has got going for it. That Stan Lee cameo was hilarious and brilliant.
Amazing Spider-Man movies. We just had the party.
Oh, the party. Yeah. Okay, good. Go from there.
We're at Ultron.
Ultron
gets formed.
This is one of the bits I didn't like in the movie, where Banner and Tony look like, it was a good little visual shorthand, I guess, which is why I was willing to forgive it, where they had Jarvis's AI map, I guess you would call it, a map of Jarvis's brain, I suppose.
Giant CGI sphere.
And then a bigger CGI brain of Ultron's personality, his brain. That was okay. When it showed you them, like, what I can only describe as a fight between Ultron and Jarvis in them forms.
Oh, that was so...
That was silly. I was willing to forgive it, because as I said to my buddies, I was like, I guess it was just in there as like a visual shorthand of like, because how else are you going to show an AI killing another AI? But the bit where it shows it, like, for lack of a better term, in the Matrix, where like Jarvis is represented in like orange blocks and Ultron is represented in blue blocks, and Ultron like takes over the orange blocks. That was enough.
See, even the way you describe it, it's a bit it had to be done,
yes.
but it just it's very weird.
It's very weird, and I that's what I mean. That's what I was wanting to forgive it, because how else do you show it? But the way it showed you in the Matrix, that would have been sufficient without actually showing the two entities fighting, because that was silly, I thought. But
I did like how they implied that Ultron, or at least the thing in Loki's stuff, it might be millions of years old, so it might not actually be Ultron that gained dominance. It might have just been the thing in the stone, or the thing in the stone helping Ultron.
Yeah.
Which is going to be towards the end of this conversation. We're going to talk about that.
Yeah, we'll get into that later, I guess.
Fan theories.
Yeah.
Right, so I did like how Ultron got formed, and he's like, "Oh, what am I? Where is my body?" Because if you just literally woke up right now and you only experienced a non-physical form, you'd be pretty messed up.
Yeah, definitely.
So Ultron goes like, "What am I doing? What am I for? Who are the Avengers?" And then, well, yeah.
I did. Have you seen the movie Her? The Spike Jonze movie Her?
No, I keep meaning to, but I haven't.
Yeah, it's brilliant. That, essentially is about Scarlett Johansson, who is in the Avengers playing a disembodied AI, and the second that came, my mind just started playing games with me immediately. Like, it's going to be a rom-com now where he falls in love with Tony. Like, and it's weird because he hasn't got a body, and that's why Tony builds him a body so he can have a proper relationship with him.
It's guy love, that's all it is.
So that ruined about 10 minutes of the film for me before I managed to compose myself again. And then,
then he shows up when the Avengers are trying to lift Thor's hammer.
I was going to say, the bit with Thor's hammer, it was good just to explore that anyway. But the little nod to Cap, where he drags it like an inch or so, he actually moves it, and the look on Thor's face, he's like, oh shit.
Thor's face just goes like, whoa.
Like, this guy could actually do it, and then he does a little, no, I knew he was never gonna, I knew he couldn't do it really, but like, I love that.
I knew my baby girl wouldn't cheat on me.
Yeah, I loved that little nod to Cap being worthy, like, that was good, I liked that. That was really cool. And then, then Ultron arrives in his ramshackle first form, and he uses the Iron Legion against them.
You're all covered in strings. It felt very Joker-like for me.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Like the somewhat generic speech, like, "Oh, this world is weird, this world is twisted. You're all part of this twisted world, so you're all twisted."
Yeah, I can see that.
And I have to say, it was a cool little action scene against the Iron Legion.
It was good seeing them all like out of costume and like sort of not Thor, because obviously Thor is just a hammer, so not him, but like seeing like Cap and Tony like sort of unarmed, like having to deal with that shit. That was cool. You won't get many scenes like that in the Avengers, I wouldn't have thought, where like Black Widow just has a gun and he's shitting her pants.
I like the fact that Tony actually jumped one of the things and he started messing with it. It's like, okay, cool, I know he hasn't got his armor at the moment, so he tries something.
Yeah, and it's like, well, I built the fucking thing, so I know how to disable it, and like, that's a good little thing for Tony. And Hawkeye just like stabs one of them with a fucking... Was it even an arrow? I don't think it was even an arrow. I think it was just something sharp. That he was like...
He used everything.
He was like, I can just use this because I am a badass. That was cool.
And I could have sworn they would have killed someone off. I could... Like, the Korean scientist by the name of Cho. Ellen Cho?
Ellen Choi.
Choi. Beg your pardon.
Yes.
Well, her son is Amadeus Choi, who is in the comics known as the best friend of both the Incredible Hulk and the Incredible Hercules.
Hulk with all of his many best friends.
Yes, because Hulk just wants to be left alone.
Hulk is like a metaphor for Twitter, you know? He's like, oh, you know, I want to be left alone, but also, please, give me constant approval. That is just...
That's exactly what the Silver Age Hulk comic books are like.
Yeah, basically.
Right, so
yeah, and then
the immediate next thing what happens is Ultron showing up in the church, isn't it?
Well, I was going to say before that, the bit where Ultron appears in his first ramshackle form, and like Thor annihilates him with his hammer. Like Thor, he just like literally destroys the fucking bejesus out of him. There's like a little moment where like nothing happens for like a second after. I put it was like end credits. Like that's just the end of the film. Thor just kills him, and then the movie just ends. Like,
half a day.
That's it. Like, that would have been the best. But no, yeah, Ultron's like, no, you fools, that isn't even my final form. And then we go to the church.
Right, then we go to the church, and in the church, he's draped in this big red cloth.
He is very Doctor Doom.
And I'm like, I want to turn to my friend in the cinema and shout like, this is because in his original appearance in the comics, he was disguised as the Crimson Cowl,
Whoa.
a recurring enemy of the Avengers.
Wow, look at that knowledge. Fuck. There you go.
I am a fucking nerd.
There you go.
Mind you, as soon as the movie ended, I called him the Red Hood, which is the
Batman.
Batman.
The Batman,
so obviously, I got it fucking wrong. So my big fucking nerd status needs tweaking.
It does.
But I did like how he managed to get Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch. Basically, it goes like, the Avengers are dicks. They associate with Tony Stark, and Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch go like, yes, Tony Stark is a dick. Let's beat the Avengers. Yes, let's.
Yeah, basically. That's basically it, yeah.
So then Ultron kills Baron Strucker.
Yes, he kills Baron Strucker, kills him dead.
Yeah, kills him totally stone dead. Doesn't even take his monocle. That's a nice fucking monocle. I've ordered a monocle off of the internet for $6. I have, and you will see pictures.
I was going to say, I didn't believe you until you actually put a price on it. I was like, oh, this is clearly not a joke. He actually has ordered a fucking monocle.
Ultron deletes Baron Strucker off of the internet.
Yes, he does.
And then the Avengers go like, oh, well, now we can't trace him. And Tony goes like, we got a paper trail.
Yeah.
And they literally got boxes of papers. It's like,
and it takes them literally...
real companies work that way. So I'm like, this is real life.
It is. And then it takes them literally 1 second to, like, the first box someone opens.
It's a snippet. So you're like, obviously they were busy for a while.
Yeah, I guess. But like in the movie, it's literally cut like... They could have at least done like a little montage of like Banner looking frustrated, then the clock moving around or something. But like, it's really like Banner opens a box. It's like
several shots of people sweating and their eyes darting back and forth.
Yeah,
like
Tony drinking a shitload of energy drinks, and they could have got even more product placement into this movie. There was fucking...
It'd be like the clock is on 2 a.m. and then Tony goes like, "Who needs more coffee?"
Yeah, something like that. You know, like people taking their ties off and shit. You know, stuff like that. But literally, like, in the movie, the Banner opens one box, and he's like, oh, man, this is going to take fucking forever. And then Tony's like, wait,
Tony goes
wait a minute, I recognise that guy. That's probably the guy we're looking for. Like,
to be fair, the guy who they were looking for has a very obvious villain appearance.
he does look like a proper bad dude, to be fair.
And the moment he shows up, and they're like, oh, Wakanda, I'm like, oh no, you're not really.
And then it's like, I got proper excited.
I got proper excited. And they showed a guy, and I'm like, a Dutch supervillain in a movie, and they made him South African.
Yes, they did. The descendants.
Because suddenly he's talking like this, like, I'm from South Africa.
Yep.
You see these fucking mates, they got fucking killed and blah, 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 blah. But I like the fact I managed to recognise him just by his beard alone.
Yeah, I absolutely lost my shit when I saw that guy.
Ulysses Claw.
I absolutely was like, I cannot believe this man is in this movie, and I had no idea. I was talking to a young lady at work about it last week, and she said, like she was trying to tell me how good it was without giving me any spoilers, and she went, there was a moment in it where I squealed with excitement because somebody was in it, and I didn't realise they were in it, and I'm guessing.
She knows the comics,
and I'm guessing this is the fucking man they were talking about. I don't know if it's the comics or if it's just the fact that it was Andy fucking Serkis.
It is Andy Serkis, and I like the fact he wasn't even supposed to be in the movie. He was brought on as a motion capture expert.
I knew
Ruffalo.
exactly what you were going to... I was like, I didn't realise that was the case, but the second you said...
And James Spader.
The second you went, he wasn't meant to be in the movie, I was like, he was just there to do the fucking mocap, wasn't he? And he wasn't even playing a monkey for once.
He wasn't playing a monkey.
No.
Or a hobbit.
It must have been so difficult for my buddy who had seen it already, who I watched it with, because yesterday we went to the pub and Mighty Joe Young came on. And I kept making a shit ton of jokes about Mighty Joe Young being played by Andy Serkis. He must have been biting his tongue off, like... Because he knew we were going to go see it today, and he didn't want to fucking spoil it.
Oh, that must have been so difficult.
How hard must that have been to... Mate, by the way, Andy Serkis is in the fucking Avengers, like...
God damn, I like the abandoned shipyard with all the ships on the sand.
Oh yeah, the ship graveyard. That was
ship graveyard. Yeah.
Cool.
And Andy Serkis as Ulysses Claw, and I know they spell it differently, but it makes more sense because if he's supposed to be either Dutch or from Dutch descent, Klaw isn't a word.
No.
Klaue at least sounds like something plausible someone could be named. That's a personal grievance I've got.
Yeah.
You foreign people probably don't have that.
No, to me, I didn't care either way, but... but yes, I can see why that would be.
I love the fact he just shows up and you're like Vibranium. He gets his hand chopped off because Ultron has daddy issues. And that was very good. I like that moment with Ultron. He goes like, I am nothing like Stark. Yeah. I'm like... Oh, that's typical Ultron.
Yeah, the chink in his armour, right there.
And he gets his hand chopped off, and I'm like, Andy Serkis is going to be in the Black Panther movie in 2017 or 18 or whenever it comes out.
It's going to be so good.
All aboard the fucking hype train.
The fucking hype train, right? Like, honestly, that was so exciting.
Thank you, Joseph McDonald. You get a shout out.
Why does he get a shout out?
No, of course he does. I always see him using hype train.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. Fair enough then.
You know who I'm talking about, right?
In that case, he gets a shout out then. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Okay, yeah, cool.
NGL, baby.
So, Ultron and the twins showing up to Claw's office, and he's like, would you like a candy?
Yeah, no, I love that. The fucking bit about the cuttlefish was the best.
The cuttlefish, yes.
Yeah, and everyone feels him. He's like, cuttlefish.
You're going to give me nightmares, little girl.
You're going to make me see a giant cuttlefish. I think he's like...
Are you going to make me see a fucking giant cuttlefish?
I just like where he's like...
fucking scary creatures, cuttlefish.
I watched a fucking documentary about cuttlefish. They use disco lights to hypnotize their prey. Like... And he gets some...
I fucking love that.
And he gets some fucking glow sticks. Like... He gets glow sticks out and like...
And then Quicksilver is like, he pulls out all the bullets before he gets to shoot.
Oh, that was a cool
And then
moment.
he moves at super speed and he gets a candy just to get a fucking candy.
Yeah, that was a cool little thing.
Not to appear intimidating or anything.
Yeah. But yes, no, I liked that whole diatribe Claw goes on about not being intimidated by them. He's like, this is clearly your first time intimidating someone. I was like, oh my god, he's fucking hard as nails, this man.
I only talk to the man behind in charge.
Yeah, quality.
My South African at the moment is going way too Scottish.
Yeah.
And this is bad because I know what South Africans sound like. I'm from fucking South Africa. We talk like this.
I think
it's very
again.
More impersonations.
The fucking the running theme of the TLDR podcast being really shit at doing accents. Every episode so far, like it's fucking organic. I love it. Okay, so yeah. So Andy Serkis is better at South Africa. Andy Serkis is there. He does a better South African accent.
So Andy Serkis is there. He gives Ultron the vibranium. Yep. The Avengers show up,
and then all hell breaks loose. After Andy Serkis gets his arm ripped off.
Andy Serkis goes like, "Shoot them! Shoot who?
Everyone!"
And that I don't remember much of that fight scene. The only thing I really remember is Quicksilver seeing Thor throw the hammer and be like, "Ooh, that's a hammer. I can grab
he
that."
Literally, like, he runs past it, stops, and he's like, "What?" Turns back, grabs it, and then he's just like yanked like 30 yards away and knocked out. and then, like,
because he's
and then
unworthy.
he tries to get up, and Cap just KOs him. Just goes, "Stay down, son."
He fucking sunned him.
Yes, actually, he might say kid, actually, but he should say son. Maybe that's just my brain correcting
I think
it.
he said kid.
I think he might say kid, but yeah, he should have said son.
Son would have been so much
better.
Right, so then we get Scarlet Witch taking out everybody in the team.
Yeah.
Including Thor, and Thor surprised me for a little bit because he's like, "Watch out for the little witch," because
another hilarious Thor moment as well.
She's using magics, and maybe a mere mortal would be affected, but I am an Asgardian, and I'm like, hang on.
Actually, the exact phrase he uses, which is the best, is he goes, "Fortunately, I am mighty," and then like immediately looks around and is like, "Oh shit." Literally, as he says the word mighty.
He used the word mighty, because it's the mighty Thor.
Thor.
Like, oh yeah,
fucking brilliant. Yeah, I got a kick.
And I was kind of hoping he would shrug it off, or at very least be like somewhat conscious.
Yeah, me too.
But no.
No, but
apparently that role went to Hawkeye,
which I like because
I did like.
It's a nod to continuity, and I like that in this one they played up. I like Hawkeye. I actually like the character of Hawkeye. I think he's good, and I love Jeremy Renner.
I am an unabashed Hawkeye fan.
Yeah, same.
In the comics as well as the movie.
And after the first movie, which is not apparently called Avengers Assemble, I had to do a lot of apologising for Hawkeye and be like, "No, fuck," because all my friends are like sort of casual, like Marvel fans, and they were all, "Hawkeye's shit. Why is Hawkeye there? His power is he's got a bow. He's rubbish, right?" And I was like, "No, fuck you. Hawkeye's awesome. You can all fuck off." So I liked that Hawkeye.
Hawkeye has always been the heart and soul of any team he's in. He snarks, but everybody snarks in this film. Yeah. He's got a bow and arrow, he's got trick shots, and he's got perfect fucking aim. Yeah. Well, nearly perfect.
And I liked that A, he got to do some badass stuff in this one, but B, that was the main thing I was going to say was, this time they really played up like, no, Hawkeye is the man holding this fucking team together, basically. Like,
I felt more like they reduced his badassery, if that is a word.
Yes, it is a word.
It's a word now.
It is a word. I've heard it used before.
I feel like they kind of took him down a peg, especially compared to Black Widow.
I feel like they took him down a peg in order to play that up more, though. Like, it was like...
I think it was in order to play up the fact he was just a normal human guy, because he gets hurt, he gets beat, he gets rocked.
It's like even
and he's like, ow, my fucking torso.
Yeah. Even Black Widow can do shit Hawkeye can't, and she's only, like, for all intents and purposes, a regular human as well. But even she can do shit that Hawkeye can't. But she's all messed up mentally, and like the Hulk's got
Hawkeye's normal.
Hawkeye's he's got his fucking head screwed on. He's doing this shit because he and then the bit that hammers it home is the bit where he's talking to his wife, and she's like, "Yeah, they all need you." And that's the worrying thing, is that they need you more than you need them. It's like, wow, fucking Hawkeye's the man. You can all fuck off, okay? Hawkeye is the
Avengers. Stu Bram standing up in the cinema, flipping the fucking bird towards every other person in the room. Fuck you! I told you Hawkeye was awesome. Fuck you!
The temptation was strong. The temptation was fucking strong.
Right, so I really loved the fight between Ultron and Iron Man. It's the first time he had a villain that did the same thing as he did.
Yeah.
So beforehand, all his villains were, well, big bulky robots or kung fu, fire-breathing, choppy ninja superhumans.
Which one? Which film?
Iron Man 3.
Iron Man 3, yes, it was.
So he's like flying about, firing missiles, doing lasers, and I like that scene. It was a very good action scene.
Yeah, it was. It was a good action scene.
And I find all the flashbacks we got from Black Widow, Captain America, and Thor, and Iron Man earlier on in the film, I thought they were very good in exploring the fact that despite they're a superhero team, they're not all made from the same mold. They're not generic little superheroes with different powers.
Yeah, I like that. We didn't mention that at all. The scene earlier where Iron Man first gets hypnotized by Scarlet Witch. Good God, that was some fucking powerful shit. which shows them all dead. Like when the big Chitauri ship comes alive behind him, that was genuinely creepy.
Yeah.
It was genuinely unnerving.
The Leviathan.
Yeah, that looked really, actually quite scary. Like, I thought that was a bit weird. I didn't like that much. I mean, I liked it from a cinematic standpoint, but I was like, oh, that's a bit... Oh.
It felt to me like the scene in Man of Steel, and I'm not going to dwell on Man of Steel too much.
Always a good decision.
Where Zod and Superman are talking in that VR computer.
Oh, yeah.
Except they're standing on a mountain of skulls. So it feels like a similar kind of dark, except for the fact that most of Avengers Age of Ultron is very... It's positive at the very least.
Yeah.
It has a positive outlook on life.
Yes, definitely.
But Man of Steel was so dour, so it felt like an extremely dour scene in an extremely dour movie.
Yeah, it was a bleak.
But it was like, because they showed us that it was just an entire scene of them wisecracking and beating up somewhat Nazis in a fictional country in Eastern Europe against Quicksilver going like, hey, you didn't see that coming?
Yeah.
And suddenly we're like, oh, secret tunnel, yay! And oh my god, all my friends are dead and maybe should grow a beard. So that was a shocker. So that was like, oh shit.
Yeah, no, it was really, that was some...
And apparently, Ant-Man's helmet was there.
Oh, was it? Was it really?
I missed it. I didn't see it.
Okay, I didn't. I'll have to look that up.
So that was cool. All the flashback scenes, or the scenes they had of potential futures, I don't know. Somebody said that.
Yeah.
They were cool because they explored the personal fears and the personal problems every character had.
Yeah.
Black Widow, because she... Oh, sorry, you want to say?
I was just going to say, Heimdall's thing was weird as well. It was good to see Idris Elba in there as a little cameo. That was good. But yeah, Thor's one, where he is talking to Heimdall and his eyes are all weird. That was going a bit...
Heimdall's eyes, or... Yeah,
that was going a bit Event Horizon. That was good.
Oh, you're just putting that in there now, aren't you?
It reminded me of Event Horizon. Okay, go on.
I think it's because Thor's felt like one of those future ones, like
Iron Man's, yeah. Whereas...
So Thor's was an obvious setup for, like, by the way, coming 2016,
yeah,
Thor 3,
yeah, I guess.
Ragnarok.
I guess so, yeah, I guess so.
So Heimdall, you say Heimdall?
Heimdall? It is, well, yeah, it's actually, it's a Germanic thing, isn't it? It's EI, so it should be Heimdall, but I'm terrible with languages apparently, so.
I do apologise, I didn't mean to embarrass you.
No, it's,
in front of our fictional audience.
You're quite right, and I probably knew that already anyway, but go on. So
Heimdall, I'd like to think that it was actually Heimdall, in a way, reaching out to Thor from the future, if that vision is correct, because Heimdall can see everything.
Yeah, and he explicitly says so in Thor's little dream thing.
Oh yeah, see, this is what I mean. You're fresher on the details.
Yeah, Thor is like, what's wrong with your eyes? And he's like, I see everything. I'm like, oh fuck, this is all weird. See, that's what I meant about Event Horizon. That's what I meant about it. He goes, what's wrong with your eyes?
Thor's was obviously set up for Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's still Ragnarok for you. I liked Black Widows, especially having seen Agent Carter. Have you seen Agent Carter?
I haven't, no. I haven't.
Okay, so they're basically, in Agent Carter, they have 2 episodes where they explore the so-called Black... They don't name it, but it's the Black Widow complex.
Yeah.
So it's all these little girls being chained to beds, being trained every day to kill grown men. Mm-hmm. I did like that, but she was just made into this... assassin, this mindless assassin. One could say a monster.
Yes, I did. I liked getting that, like really seeing that fleshed out, and it was all bleak and really grim and like quite shocking imagery in there, I suppose. But like,
yeah, and I liked Cap's as well, because his is basically saying you have to keep fighting, because if you don't keep fighting, you don't have anything to come back to. Really.
Yeah, and that's, played it a bit more. But yeah, I like the Black Widow one, especially because in the previous movies, she's always like, always mysterious and vague and enigmatic about it. It's always like, oh, I've got this mysterious dark past and I'm so angsty, and it like you never are quite buying into it, because it's like, well, you say all this shit, but you never actually tell us what this weird shit is, and then you get
the Winter Soldier that explicitly ended on that, like, we're going to release every details about your past, and she's like, oh yeah, you do whatever.
Yeah, and then it actually...
It ends.
But then we get to see it, like, I was thinking specifically the first Avengers movie where she's all like, "Oh, I'm the monster," blah, like, and then and like all teen angst, and then you actually get to see it. I'm like, okay, she has now got justified cause to be all mopey and enigmatic because Christ, that's some heavy shit to go through. So yeah.
See, this is what I meant earlier on. It's like this film knows more what it wants to be. It explores the characters.
Yeah, definitely.
But oh my god, I am so mopey. This is not my day because we've all been hit by a witch.
Yeah.
It doesn't make for as a thrilling story to tell as aliens are invading. We're fighting an Asgardian god alongside his brother.
Yeah.
We've got a Hulk. We've got a Robot Man. We have a soldier from WW2.
Robot Man.
And 2 secret agents. Let's kick ass.
Robot Man's the best description for Iron Man.
Robot Man.
Robot Man.
Robot Man.
Does whatever a robot can.
Iron Man does whatever an Iron Man. Makes your trousers really neat. Just make sure you get that paper. Here comes the Iron Man. We were at flashbacks and now we're at the cabin.
Yep. The cabin in the woods.
So you start off at the cabin. I'm going to find my other bottle of wine.
Yeah, so they go back to the cabin and, previous to this, they've mentioned several times about Hawkeye's lack of a girlfriend or whatever.
Oh, I did like that.
And then there's a little call back earlier where he's on the phone to somebody. Who's that? His girlfriend. We all laugh it off like, yeah, sure thing. Of course it is Hawkeye. As if anybody would sleep with you, you loser. And then we get to the cabin.
We should get Jeremy Renner on this show.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'd like to. If Jeremy Renner's listening.
Hey, Jeremy Renner.
Yeah.
Give me a call.
Follow us on Twitter, Jeremy. That's the next. I've got
at StuBram2 and at that sticker.
Yeah.
And at TL_DR podcast.
Yep. Yeah. So we go to Jeremy Renner's house. And Mrs. Renner is there. And everyone's like, who's this?
Agents.
Who's this? And he's like, oh, this is my wife. And everyone's like, yeah, but no, honestly, who is it though, mate? It's clearly not your wife, is it? And he's, no, honestly, lads, I've had sex.
Tony's like, agent.
I've had full sex with a woman and everything. And then Tony's like, yeah, it's an agent. And then some kids come in and Tony's like, yeah, small agents. Brilliant. But yeah, that's that Joss Whedon. That's the same gags that everyone does.
It does feel like that Joss Whedon snark, but it did feel like it would only come from Tony.
Yes, I guess so, yeah.
I mean, you wouldn't have Black Widow say that, even though she knew them.
Yeah.
Or Cap, or...
Especially not Thor.
Especially
not Thor.
Thor steps on a couple of Legos.
He does.
And this little girl walks up to him and gives him the evil eye.
That was one of my...
And he tries to hide it. He's like, shoves it behind his other friend.
He's all sheepish. But that was one of my little moments. Whenever I do this, because I studied media and shit in college, whenever I actually catch a little thing now where I'm like, oh, I reckon that's like proper cinematography. I recognise this. This is imagery. It's like Thor's big thing is he's scared that his power might be too great. And then he ruins a little Lego house. And then he looks around and realises he's in the little rural house. He's like, nope.
Oh my god, now you mention it. That's exactly what his fucking nightmare was about. Yeah. Because he kills people with his power.
Yes. And then he steps on the...
You fucking bastard, I only just got that.
And then he steps on the little Lego house and he's like, oh. And then he looks around, he's like, I cannot stay in this little rural house with these little people. I've got to go fuck off and get my shit together. But when I got that in the cinema, I was like, I got excited because I was like, I reckon that, look at me being a media man. I know things. Yeah, I've got that little image. Yeah, he stands in the little Lego house. But yes, it is also, apart from that, just a funny little, another one of Thor's funny little moments where he's like, oh shit, better kick that under the rug. Literally kicks it under a sofa and hopes no one realises.
Right, so we get what a lot of people have a problem with, and I can't say I am on board with it. It's the Hulk Black Widow romance.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about it, to be honest.
I understand in the context of the movie,
yep.
But I don't feel like it had been telegraphed at all in any other context.
No, me neither. That's exactly how I feel about it as well.
I do get they were trying to have a dynamic of sorts,
yes.
And it does work in a way.
It does, and I feel like the Hulk as a character always has to have that one that one person. He has to have fucking Betty,
the tragic lady,
not necessarily that, but one of his friends, even Amadeus Choi or Rick Jones, or just somebody who was always like,
okay.
no, Hulk, my friend, you can calm the fuck down, Hulk. He has to have that one person who he can always have him grounded in, Banner, and you need that, and you can't reduce a Betty or whatever in the Avengers.
I completely agree with that. I hadn't thought of that yet, but he does need that one anchor.
And that's the way. When I was watching it today, I was like, I don't know how I feel.
Well, he has a buddy with.
I was like, this romance thing feels tacked on, but then I was like, the Hulk has to have that one character that you can bring him back with, and I think the way they worked it in this with Black Widow, I was like, that does work, so I'm willing to give it a chance.
He does have the buddy with Tony Stark, but I do agree with Black Widow.
Yeah, and Tony.
I just realised I said Tony Stark, and we skipped over it in an enormous part of the movie.
What's that?
Fuck me.
What?
Bring me the big one.
What did we miss? What?
Fucking Iron Man versus fucking Hulk.
We did skip over that, yes.
We skipped over not the climactic action scene, but the biggest fucking action scene in the film.
It's fucking amazing as well. How did we skip over that?
I think this is the R and the TLDR. We are rambling.
Clearly, yes. Fucking hell, yeah. That scene, by the way.
Stuart, at one point, Scarlet Witch turns Hulk into this madman.
Yes.
And Iron Man fights him.
Yeah.
Using a Hulkbuster armor.
I mean, I knew the Hulkbuster was in the movie because we saw it in all the build-up, all the trailers. Actually, to be fair, I didn't watch any of the trailers. I watched the first teaser that came out fucking months ago. And after that, I didn't watch any trailers or any promo shit.
I did the same thing.
And I never do. I never do.
I
didn't want to do it with Winter
it,
Soldier. The reason I don't do it is because I already know I'm going to go and see it anyway. I already knew. There was never a universe that ever existed where I didn't go and see this Avengers movie. So I wanted everything to be fresh the first time I saw it. But I knew the Hulkbuster was in there.
I have the same thing. If I watch a trailer and the first trailer blows me away, I'm like, okay, I don't need to watch it.
I've seen all I needed to. Take my money. Yes. Definitely. But yeah, so I knew the Hulkbuster was in there.
So Iron Man flies down and he calls down Veronica, and at that point I already start laughing.
He started laughing.
Betty Ross, and then they call the anti-Hulk armor Veronica.
Yeah.
But fuck me. People have been trying to tell me this was an homage to Man of Steel. I'm like,
what?
Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, you fucking fuck. Fucking fuck you. Fuck you.
How was it in any way an homage?
Because they say, he tries to take Hulk out of the city. But it's not that easy when your opponent is as strong as you are. I'm like, fuck you. Superman and Zod, they went into space.
Yeah.
That fight could have gone anywhere at any time. And at all times during Avengers Age of Ultron, Iron Man was looking out for civilians.
Yeah, like they do it all the time. Literally, the entire climactic scene is built around, well, we could do the thing, but we need to, not kill everyone, so fucking evacuate the area first before we act. That's the entire point of the movie, almost all the way through.
But that's a climactic scene. This is Iron Man versus Hulk.
Yeah. And
Iron Man.
I'm saying I mean, like at all times, he always looks out. But yeah, in that particular scene, it's really played up brilliantly. The bit with the elevator, the bit with the fucking elevator, like.
Oh yeah, he gently lets the elevator down, or the lift, as they say in the UK.
They do the lift, and he just goes, okay. he catches it, and he's like, okay, get out.
Get out, and then Hulk jumps on him, and he uses it to slam the fucking Hulk into the fucking ground.
What does he say?
Oh, I don't.
See,
you tell me.
This is the freshness coming out. Going up.
Fuck me. I'm going to watch this film again now, just for that one line.
Going up. Smashes him with a lift. Fucking genius. That's all I need.
And then the Hulk, he just gets out of a bunch of rubble. He spits out a tooth, and you're like, oh no, be nice.
Yeah, and then Tony goes, I'm sorry. The bit where Hulk rips his arm off, and Tony is like, give me a hand, and like another arm flies out of the fucking...
I thought that was an excellent way to portray Iron Man armor still being not as durable as the Hulk, but still keeping him in the fight.
Yeah, I was like, how can Iron Man possibly go toe-to-toe with the Hulk? Because then surely we're establishing that Iron Man's just the best at everything. But yeah, Hulk just keeps tearing the suit apart and he keeps just calling in.
And bits and pieces keep flying at him.
Yeah, he just keeps calling in more and more of it.
Thor crushed his arms in Avengers Assemble. He was crushing it slowly, and then they got a little break in the fight.
Yeah.
So Hulk, who's, I don't want to burst anybody's bubble, but the Hulk is stronger than the Thor.
As a massive Thor fan, I will say I definitely agree.
So the Hulk is tearing bits up of Iron Man. So Iron Man getting new bits and pieces from a satellite that flies around him is fucking fantastic.
Genius.
It's a great idea, and I don't understand why it hasn't been in the comics.
Neither do I. It's a fucking awesome idea. And just to backtrack slightly, I'll say that I think they're setting up in the MCU, to use a phrase, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Yeah, so in the MCU, I feel like they're setting it up as Hulk is like the most powerful being in that universe. That's the impression that I got from the first Avengers. It's the impression that I got from this. Like, he is.
I think at the very least he's the most physical.
Yeah, but I think his raw physicality is that great that like it trumps all. I think it trumps everything. I think Thor is being set up as maybe as powerful in some way. But I
think Thor might be more powerful, but it's the classic strength versus versatility thing.
Yeah.
All these bullshits and tricks. to
coin a phrase.
To coin a phrase. He has all these powers, but
I'm so fucking happy we got that in.
In a pure physical sense, obviously the Hulk is superior to him.
Yeah, but yeah, I just feel like the way they always set it up, like in these two movies, is like Hulk is like the fucking trump card of the Avengers. You know what I mean? Like even in the first one, where like Iron Man's arguing with Loki.
We have an army.
We have a Hulk. He doesn't say we have a god. We have a Hulk. Like that's the fucking like you've never seen nothing like this guy, mate. But yeah, so we digress, rambling and all.
Fair enough. That was a little nerdism on the side in this entire bit of nerdism.
Yes, I know, but that's just the way I feel like they're setting it up. Maybe I'll be proven wrong. We'll see.
So Iron Man, the one point he has the Hulk down, he does this jackhammer thing.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Was when he rips his arm off, and then he gets a new arm on, and there's a really cool bit where he's like the Hulk's charging him down, and he's waiting for like the arm to fully form, and you know for a fact that he's just going to wind up and fucking clobber him when the arm is formed. And he doesn't. It actually goes a different way, and he ends up pinning the Hulk down, and he just uses the new arm to just
go down.
Yeah, and that played in the cinema. Fuck me, everybody was losing their shit. Everyone was just laughing their head off at that. Like it was.
And the point where he tries to take the Hulk out of the city, and he scans around. And I'd like to point out, Man of Steel fans, Iron Man scanned around for life signs,
he did indeed.
And he found an empty building to slam him down in.
And before slamming down the building, he says something to the effect of, "Well, I'll probably pay for this anyway."
How much would it cost to buy this
building? How much would it cost to buy this building? You don't get Superman doing that. You don't get Superman, this is all collateral damage. Somebody will be footing the tab for this. Iron Man is only destroying shit he knows he can pay for.
Right, so
you break it, you bought it. Yeah.
We skipped over the Iron Man Hulk fight, and now we're back at the exciting cabin in the woods. So Thor has fucked off. Thor is talking to a secondary guest appearance character from the Thor movies.
Stellan Skarsgård.
Oh yeah, that guy. I'm shit with names.
And this was the point where Thor's like, I need answers. I'm not going to find them here, and fucks off. I was like, now we're going to get to see a little bit of Jane. No, not Jane. Should have been Jane. It wasn't Jane.
No, Jane.
Not Jane.
Jane is too busy talking to people about astrology.
Yes. She's going to get a Nobel Prize, though, so it's all good.
A Nobel Prize for astrology.
It's all good. Astronomy, not astrology.
Yes. Thor fucks off, gets his answers in a pool alongside a naked black lady with a shaven head who is not in the movie, but was in the trailer.
That was a really weird bit. That was a really weird scene, and I don't...
it was all just setting up like Thor is gone because they can't use him in the plot at the moment.
Yeah, but it was just such a weird...
setting up Thor 3.
You know about this... The only thing that could help me, and then it's just like, it's just weird, this weird poet, a legend, and they just get like, what was that? That was just strange, that bit. That was weird. really like.
It's a very strange reason to have him in the movie.
I think the word I would use is slapdash. It's just like, well, we need some reason for Thor to be out of the movie A and B to work out what's going on. Magic pool? Yeah, why not? I feel like at that point, like Whedon and Jon Favreau just spinning a big wheel with all like all possibilities on it. Magic.
He's going to need the English professor guy going to a magic pool.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's basically.
So yeah, then we get in the middle bit of the movie, and after the cabin, and Nick Fury shows up, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we have to be a team now again."
Yeah.
What happens next? Then they go to Korea, don't they?
They do go to Korea, or someone goes to Korea. Ultron goes to Korea.
Ultron goes to Korea because Ultron wants to fuck Amadeus Choi's mother. Oh wait, hang on. No wait, he wants to build a new body with her. That's it. That's the one.
That's probably fucking broke me, sorry.
So Ultron wants to build his new vibranium alloy body using the secret gem inside the staff, which is going to be part of the fan theory at the end of the thing.
Yeah.
Wink, wink.
Yes, it is.
Yes. So Ultron tries to put his mind into a new body, which is better. So it somewhat comes to life. Then we get Scarlet Witch realizing Ultron is a baddie.
He's a baddie
like, oh fuck, he's gonna blow us all the fuck up.
He was a baddie all along.
The gigantic killer robot that wants to kill the Avengers was a bad guy all along.
Who knew?
Who fucking knew?
He got really good press in Sokovia, mate. That's all. And
he killed Baron von Strucker, so surely he can't be a bad guy.
Yeah.
I have to say, the entire chase scene from the Science Institute, or whatever the fuck it was, it had some good moments, but overall, I wasn't too enthralled with it.
Yeah, the bit with the truck and stuff.
Yeah, it's like
it
at
was
one point
okay.
the truck starts flying, and Cap gets a good 10 minutes where he's fighting off Ultron. Just by getting the shit beaten out of him and thrown onto every fucking car on the highway.
Yes.
Or freeway.
Or freeway, if you prefer, yeah.
Freeway or highway?
Yeah. Motorway.
Motorway, I do apologise. Das Autobahn.
So Cap fights Ultron on the Autobahn for like 10 minutes.
I think that one bothered me the most. It's like, that felt like it's just an action scene in the middle to have another action scene.
Really?
And it made Ultron too human, in my opinion. It's like, I have to get away with my evil plan.
Yeah, I guess, and actually there is a bit that really kind of hammers that home where like Cap does a big leap off a bridge and lands on top of the truck, and Ultron realizes like, oh shit, they're here, and he just starts going like, no. He just literally says no over and over again, like, oh no, they're gonna foil my scheme, like
my evil scheme.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, it's like, come on, mate. You're ostensibly, for all intents and purposes, at the moment, invincible. You can live forever. You're basically immortal.
Yeah, you're everywhere. You're on the internet. You can build robot bodies. You can be anywhere you want.
I was like, at the time, I was like, even if they do stop you now, the chances are you will get another crack at this. You know, don't panic.
Exactly. So it might have been his dream to be inside that Vision body, but it's like, yeah. So that felt a bit flat, but I have to say,
I think this is why it didn't get me as jazzed as the first one. I think just because there's shit like that where it's kind of stuff like that was like, it was meant to be this big pivotal set piece in the movie, this big chase scene, and it wasn't. It was just kind of it was just kind of there. It was okay.
It stopped working for me the moment the truck stopped flying.
It looked pretty. And again, you know,
it would have looked cool if Baron Zemo was doing it, but not cool if Ultron, a killer robot that can be anywhere in time and not time and space, anywhere on Earth.
No, that's the other lad you're thinking of there.
That's the other lad.
The guy on the blue box. Scarf you're thinking of there.
Yeah, he could be anywhere on Earth in any body he wants, being a killer robot. He does not fly off in trucks as if he's just stolen the contents of a bank.
Yes. Twirling his moustache. Like,
Exactly. It felt like that.
But when the truck did fly, it looked amazing.
It did look fucking amazing.
On the flip side, that was really cool.
Well, the point is with things you like, you have to be able to put them under scrutiny. So you'd be like, I didn't like this, but I did like that.
Definitely. Yeah, but no, that's what I mean. Like, I think this is why I preferred the first movie still, is because shit like that.
Otherwise, we get Brazilians putting chicken soup in their veins. That's another inside joke for the people.
So that is so inside. That is so far inside. It's almost intravenous. But yeah, I think that's why I didn't.
Then we get Cap being saved by Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch, and I really did like that scene. It's like Quicksilver bashes him out of the way, and Scarlet Witch tries to stop the train, because 9 out of 10 times when a train goes off the tracks in a superhero movie, the superhero has to stop it.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Not even superhero movies, but like cartoons and series as well.
And that one movie with Denzel. It's like the meat and potatoes of being. If you're a superhero,
stop a train.
You're 9 to 5 mainly. You're just stopping trains. Like.
So we got Scarlet Witch, who has these telekinetic powers stopping the train because she has to prove she's the hero.
Yeah.
And then we get Quicksilver saving all the civilians. But I have to say, it could have used a shot of Quicksilver in his own speed, seeing the eyes of one of the potential victims of the train, and be like, shit, this is not what I was fighting for. These are innocent people. These are about to die. I have to go save them.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
Instead of that, we get Quicksilver immediately running out of the train, going like, zip, 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 zip. You're all safe.
Yeah. Yeah, it would have been cool to get a little bit more of that.
It's not a detriment. It's just like it could have been better.
Yeah, definitely. I think so. I never thought that at the time. I just took it at face value, like, oh, it's implied now that they've realised that people are going to get.
Well, this is the bit where you're fresh on the facts, and I'm festering on this.
Yeah.
Right. So they managed to save the body. Ultron gets away.
Yeah.
It kidnaps the Scarlet Witch. It kidnaps Black Widow. Why?
Why, indeed.
Why?
Why, indeed.
Why?
Why? Because?
Is it only because they had to give someone his secret base?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Because otherwise it felt like no reason at all.
Yeah, like, just because it's just a villainous thing to do. And we've established by now that at this point in the movie, Ultron is hurtling towards being a mustache-twirling 1950s black starlit movie villain. So
Ultron,
how's my levels?
In his Dick Dastardly fashion evil style, he's twirling his mustache. He's got like, Black Widow, I have you in my dungeon. And that's the one cool thing I did like. He's like, in mid-sentence, he gets ripped apart, and you're like, oh shit, what's happening now?
Yes, that was really cool.
And it's just the new Ultron.
That was really
not missing a beat in his sentence. He's like, perfection.
That was really fucking cool. That was like, because I honestly, like, at the time, that really suckered me in. I was like, well, who the fuck is this now? It's just Ultron again. Like, it really got me. That really got me. I was like, someone has just saved the no, just a bigger, badder Ultron.
So all the Avengers, including the new ones. Oh no, we're missing on the Vision.
Yeah, the Vision turns up.
That's it. I like the fact they had Iron Man and Captain America fighting with each other.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, hang on. Now I see Captain America 3.
Foreshadowing.
Yes. And Quicksilver pulling all the shit apart and be like, oh no, go ahead. Please be trying your new machine. And then Thor just shows up out of fucking nowhere, because who the fuck knew where Thor was out of the Avengers? And he's like, fuck this fight. Electricity!
Yeah, and you think, oh, he's gonna smash the thing. He's gonna do a smash on Vision, and then no, he doesn't. He powers him up instead. He gives him a little charge, and he pops about the thing, and he looks all weird.
And Paul Bettany, that's his name.
Yes,
isn't it?
well, it was a thing. Me and Buddy was saying it was cool to actually see Paul Bettany finally get a body, like, Because I assumed he was.
Well, he was in Agent Carter as well.
I haven't seen Agent Carter. He was gonna be just a voice, just a disembodied voice forever, and then he actually gets a body.
He did say that. He said, like, I used to get a big bag of money for just showing up in a recording studio, but nowadays people want me to act and perform in movie films, and I have to go through a makeup progress.
Damn.
And come on, compared to the comics, I know it's like how literally translated looked the Vision. It's like fucking 1-on-1.
Yeah, like I'm actually surprised they went that way, to be fair.
It's like usually they have to tweak it. They have to be like, no, come on, Spider-Man can't have web wings under his arms.
Yeah.
Thor's entire costume got changed for the movie.
It was
in the comics just for the sake of having it in the movie.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like, okay, everything has to be tweaked, everything has to be changed. But here's Vision, and Vision is like, I am comics person.
Yeah, I know. I was surprised at that. I was surprised they went that way. Maybe it's just because they knew no one was going to give a fuck about the Vision anyway.
Because he was such a late entry into the game.
Yeah, so like literally the last half hour of the movie.
Yeah, he's just before the end, and the end is half an hour.
Yeah, the last half hour of the movie, Vision just turns up. But
I have to save the day now.
Yeah, and then he well, we'll get to that, but yeah, he does. he does. Spoiler alert, he does save the day.
So yeah, and then Thor is like, oh, hang on, don't fight him. And Vision sees himself for the first time. And it's like a mirror again to the way Ultron started up.
Yep.
The entire movie hangs around this principle. It's about the same thing, but then again and anew, and then change, because change is good. You can have the old thing, or you can have a new thing, except in the case of Ultron. But even in the case of Ultron, you have the Vision. I'm very insightful, me.
You are very insightful, you. I did just read an article as well that was saying a similar thing about Marvel movies as a whole, and how they're doing that exact thing to the cinema industry. But that's a story for another day, I suppose.
That's a story for another day.
Yeah.
Another footnote. Right, so you get everybody, and then Vision goes like, we have to fight or something like that. No, hang on. I'm going to try as best as I can remember. I will not fight Ultron because he's evil. I will fight Ultron because he's a threat to all life on Earth.
That's the gist of it, yeah. He says that he doesn't want to destroy him because he's unique and therefore beautiful. However, he's too dangerous to stand trial, so he's got to go.
Because otherwise he would wipe out humanity, and then he hands Thor his hammer.
Yes,
And I love that bit because they make it ambiguous enough to say, like, he's not yet fully a being.
Yeah.
He's not a full being yet.
Yeah.
But he is a being enough that the Scarlet Witch can sense his dreams.
Yeah, and I guess that is the potted history of the Vision's entire character in 2 sentences.
So again, it's the one-on-one with the comics.
Yeah, definitely. That was
so he's ambiguous enough. So he lifts the hammer, and that convinces everybody. Is like,
well,
okay, if you can lift the hammer, at the very least, he's not fucking evil.
Yeah, and I think everyone just shits their pants that Asgard just found a new king. Really, I think that's the. I love everyone just stood around like staring at Thor like, what the fuck? And then Thor's just like, well,
I'll just take it.
Shall we go? Like,
yeah, I guess we're going to war.
Yeah, and they just walk out. That was a hilarious
so then
as well.
All of them go to fuck off here. Because Hawkeye, yes,
fuck off here.
Sokovia. I tried to slip that one past you.
I wish that had got in with the mic help me noticing. I would listen to it back and gone, wait a minute.
So Hawkeye managed to listen to a random radio sound because Black Widow managed to get out a random radio sound.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, he's in Baron Strucker's old hideout, as if they couldn't think of that before.
Yeah, I know, right?
Especially Tony, because Tony saw all that fucking technology, but never mind. So we get the final battle, and it starts off, and I'm like, okay, it's just a little bit too similar to the original Avengers. It's too many mooks.
Yeah, I thought that as well. One of the big things going into this, I was like, okay, so the first Avengers movie, we had to establish that these guys are the big badasses, and therefore the villains really just need to be fodder. Like Loki was there, but he wasn't the villain they were actually fighting at the time. It was the Chitauri, and they're just fodder because they're nobodies. I was like, I was like, this movie, Ultron's a fucking badass. Like Ultron's gonna be fucking hard as nails. When it comes to like the final fight scene, this is gonna be hype as shit.
I kept expecting the gigantic robot to wipe the floor with all 12 of them, or I don't even fucking know how many.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, you know, Falcon's gonna fly in, and then fucking like Iron Fist and Luke Cage from the fucking TV show are gonna show up and get wrecked as well. Like, but yeah,
Spider-Man's gonna be there.
Yeah, Spider-Man's gonna swing in, and then Hugh Jackman's gonna arrive. Like, yeah, that's what I was expecting. Like, that's what it should have been. It should have just been him and them, and he should have fucking wrecked them all. But as it was like, oh no, here we go again. We're just gonna get all. It was cool, and you know, there was good little moments. But again, this is why the first one made me like fully erect, and this one,
and this one's a half chub.
Yeah, this one I was just like, well, I mean, I like where it's going, but we're not there yet. You know, I was just half-mast.
Exactly. It's like it was somewhat the same thing again, except instead of random minions for a bad guy who's not really in charge, they were just mindless minions for a bad guy who was in charge.
Yeah, basically, yeah. And you knew...
At the very least, the bad guy had a plan behind the minion plan.
And I didn't like... I mean, I don't want to get into a thing about power levels and shit, because that's, you know... I don't want to get into shit like that, you know, the stupid comic book style power level.
Come on!
But, like, the Ultron fucking robots originally are just the Iron Legion, who are essentially just Iron Men, but without man in them. And then Quicksilver just like literally tearing them to pieces, just tearing them apart.
To be fair,
and I was like, what? I was like, how can he just run through them?
Captain America was doing the same thing in the party scene.
He does, but at least Captain America is like mad strong. And then at the end of the movie,
well, Quicksilver is mad fast.
Yeah, but that's the difference between being mad strong and mad. Like if you run mad fast into a big metal thing, that's just gonna hurt you more. If you are mad strong and rip a metal thing apart.
Not if you're in an action movie based on comic books.
Yeah, no, I know it's like cos comics, but still, I don't know. It just felt a little silly. Like he just runs dead quick into them, and then he just rips them to pieces. Because then, surely, if you can tear the metal men apart by running into them, why didn't he fucking break Hawkeye into 20 pieces when he ran into him earlier in the movie?
Because he probably didn't mean to kill Hawkeye.
Why not? Why wouldn't he be trying to kill him in that scenario?
Well, that's a good point as well.
That doesn't make sense. It's stupid.
It might have been like part cockiness, like I just took you out without you blinking, so fuck you, man.
Because I want to make fun of you more later on in this movie.
Well, he did that with Cap as well, because Cap punches him. He's like, "Stay down, kid," and then he goes like later on.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Especially the onomatopoeia. He's like, and then he's like, "Ah, you stay down." I'm Eastern European.
He does, yeah, he does do a little bit of that. There was a little moment my mate mentioned in the movie, which we'll get to later on, because, you know, Quicksilver's got some important shit coming up.
Oh, yeah, so we're not even there yet.
We're not even there yet.
So
not even there yet. No
I did like again, and again, Man of Steel. They were constantly evacuating people.
Yeah.
They were not fighting the bad guy, just fighting the bad guy. They were focusing on minimalising the damage.
Well, that's the whole.
The entire fucking city goes up.
In fact,
Thor gets covered in rubble, and the first thing we see Thor do is burst out, catch a woman mid-air, throw her up to Captain America, who's hanging off a ledge, and he's like, after he held onto a car.
Yeah, that was
big
insane.
Point.
That was insane. And
means he's bigger than Batman. Oh. So he catches her, and I'm like, yes, this is heroics. This is heroism. This is what superhero comics, movies, should be like.
And then Thor. Thank you. Forgot my words.
Yes.
Hurls a car up onto a bridge, onto the same bridge rather, and then a man falls out of the car, and then the man hurls, which was a funny little moment, but. But I like that. I always like that. Like that was it's a good way they always portray Thor. Like everything Thor does in the Avengers movies is like, oh yeah, Thor gets the job done, but he's kind of rough and ready, and he's a big clumsy bastard. Like
Yes.
Because he can't fly, he can just throw things, including his fucking hammer. Like, so he just throws the woman up, and then just like, oh well, that worked, so I'm just gonna throw the fucking car as well. And like,
yeah, because they never actually show Thor flying in mid-air like he's hovering or anything.
Yeah.
It's always like he throws his hammer, just like the old school comics.
Yes.
So it's more like he throws the thing and he just goes along for the ride.
Yeah, and then he just fucking land. Like, yeah, I love that. I love that Thor's just this big, clumsy oaf. That's fucking great. Because that is central to the man's character at the end of the day. He's a big.
It is, because it's great strength but little finesse.
He's a big, brash, arrogant bull of a man, and that's why we love him. Also, yeah, a little bit of fan service for the ladies where he was in that pool as well. Christ. Do you see his back?
I have
Jesus.
to admit, on the Kinsey scale, I'm probably a 1, but fuck me. Oh, you know exactly what the Kinsey scale is, don't you?
Good, clearly.
On the Kinsey scale.
What gave that away? Fucking hell.
For the fact you start laughing.
Yeah.
For the people that don't know, the Kinsey scale is a scale from 6 to 1, and 6 is exclusively homosexual, and 0 is exclusively heterosexual.
Yeah.
So I'm saying I'm on 1, so I'm fairly straight, but I can appreciate when men look good. And like, fuck me, Chris Hemsworth without a shirt on, I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
I'm so jealous.
I always like that's the way I always like. If you're gonna judge shit like that, like if you're one on the Kinsey scale, you're looking at it going, that's how I want to look. Like, I can appreciate that's a good-looking man, and I wish that was me. And Christ, in that pool, I wish that was me, because fucking hell, Chris Hemsworth's back is like a mile wide.
I wouldn't mind him holding me against his chest. I'd be like, oh yeah, Thor is hugging me.
Sure you're a 1? You sure you're a 1?
Right, so Thor gets covered in a shit ton of rubble. The one thing there's several things that bother me in this film, but there's another thing that bothers me, so let's point out that Banner runs into an old castle.
Yeah.
Without any guns.
Yeah.
No, he does have a gun.
He literally, the way it's presented in the movie is literally, it's like, shit is happening outside, and then literally we just cut to interior of castle, Black Widow is in cell, and then Banner just waltzes in and is like, hey.
And there's no robots, there's no guards, there's no people.
He's like, hey.
It's just him with a laser pistol.
I've come to save you. And she's like, how? Have you got a key? And then he holds up the laser pistol going, yeah. And then, I mean, again, that is the bad of the movie. But then again, the good of the movie is, again, we're talking about evacuating and like we've got an eye on civilians and casualties. Banner's whole plan is, no, I'm not going to be the Hulk. Me and you are just going to go save the people. We'll just get them out. Yeah. And that's a good, it's a good little thing. Like,
It was very true to the character of Banner. He's like, we have to get out of here. And then Black Widow snogging him and then throwing him in that pit. That was magic as well.
It was magic. And at the time in the cinema, I turned to my mates and I went, typical woman. And I swear.
Do it.
I swear, 3 people around me laughed. And the woman sat next to me laughed the loudest.
3 people around me hated me for the entire film, but the one moment I said, typical woman, they all laughed.
All they did, they went, oh, he's won me back over, this chancer, with his misogyny.
Right, so then we get the Hulk lifting Black Widow in several scrambling jumps onto the flying Sokovia at this point.
Yes, Sokovia.
Which was a good twist.
By the way,
I didn't see that coming.
We can't underplay this enough. The climax of this movie involves...
it was a fucking good climax.
A city gives flight.
I think that was better than Aliens Invade New York.
Yep, I think I agree.
An entire city... And we don't know how large this city is because it's in a fictional country and it's the fictional capital.
Yep.
So an entire city takes off.
That sounds fucking insane when you put it in those terms, doesn't it?
It is fucking insane because it is fucking insane.
Can you imagine when Joss Whedon came up with that? Like, wait, no. I know how we're going to end the movie.
No, seriously.
I feel like him and Jon Favreau going back to that wheel.
But I did like that because they pointed out the fact that it didn't need to be really all that high up in order to create chaos.
Yeah, they were saying like
it wasn't like it was going to lose flight and then gently float back down onto Earth.
Yeah, exactly.
The moment it hit the planet was the moment it was going to fuck shit up.
Yeah, it is. Well, even then, it's like they come up with, we just blow the city up in the sky. It's like, well, then you're trying the whole city still. That's still tons of life lost. Like it's a good little. It was a good little twist. It was a good little plan. I liked it.
And I like the fact they foreshadowed it as well, because at one point Ultron goes like, I like something about meteors.
Yeah, well, see, I figured, I was like,
pure.
he's going to build some kind of tractor beam and pull a meteor out of the sky.
Tractor beam.
Yeah, he's gonna build a meteor luring device. What the fuck? But no, he just creates his own meteor.
I have to say, that was a fucking good idea for Ultron. And I did really like that. I like the fact he made, technically speaking, a man-made meteor.
Yes. Yeah, I mean,
despite being a robot.
Yeah, that really fits. That whole survival of the fittest shit. The dinosaurs, they had meteors and shit. Let's see how the fucking mankind.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's see how mankind deals with this. I like that. That whole survival of the fittest thing. That's Ultron's whole thing.
Only the strongest will survive, and they might just all be robots.
Yeah. The best line in the whole movie, and me and my mate turned to each other and air guitared when it happened. Fucking Ultron goes, the only thing that will live on this planet is metal. Yeah!
Oh yeah! Oh, give me fuel, give me fire, give me something else.
Yeah. Hey, Ultron, say what you want about him. At least he fucking jams, alright?
Right, so we get all the Avengers and they're all fighting and they're all having good scenes. And Iron Man, every fucking time there's a climax, Iron Man is the smart guy. Which works because he's the only genius on the team. If you don't count Bruce Banner, because Bruce Banner's the whole.
Apart from Banner.
So you get Iron Man, who's away from most of the action, going like, okay, what do I do now? There's an engine, something, blah 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 blah. Then you get, I don't even know where to fill in the steps. Oh, let's begin here. Scarlet Witch is fucking scared.
Yes.
She's fucking scared, and then Hawkeye saves her because he's the heart and the soul of the team.
Fucking Clint Barton saves her and he gives her a big old speech.
He's like, I've got a bow and arrow. These are killer robots. This is a movie about superheroes. I don't have superpowers. The moment you step out that fucking door, you're an Avenger. And I'm gonna get killed because I've got a wife and kid back home. I'm 2 days away from retirement. I'm going to remodel my living room. Can I make it any more clear that I, Clint Barton, the one unpowered superhero in this movie, I'm going to die? It was so fucking obvious. It's like,
it was.
I'm dying, please save me. I am dying.
Yeah, it was. He was doing all the tropes when he was just going down the TV tropes list. Just down the TV tropes list, going, I'll take that one off. She's pregnant.
Yeah,
I already have kids.
Yes, she's pregnant. Yes, I've got a house. Yes, I've mentioned future plans. Yes, I've mentioned potentially leaving the team. Very good. I've got 10 out of 10.
He was only missing being a black man, and he would have been fucking dead.
If he was black, he would have died.
Guaranteed.
He steps out, and Scarlet Witch follows him, and Quicksilver saves her, but not him.
No,
he's like, oh, you didn't see that coming?
No, you've got it wrong. No, you've got it wrong.
Well, correct me.
You've got it wrong. He comes out and he starts wrecking shop on the villains, the baddies, the Ultrons.
The robots.
Yeah, and then...
the Ultrons.
The Ultrons. And he starts killing the Mysterons. And then Scarlet Witch is still cowering and she's all having a crisis of conscience and stuff. And then he gets wounded or pinned down or some shit, because that's Hawkeye's whole deal in this movie, is to just get the shit kicked out of him, which we said earlier on.
Oh, yeah.
And then she comes out and is like, fuck this shit. And then she, Scarlet Witches a load of people, wrecks them all. And after he's won everything, they've cleared out their area of the city, and he radios Cap and is like, oh, we're clear. And Cap's like, we're pretty fucking far from clear, mate. And Cap's still fighting away.
Cap's kicking a shield through an Ultron.
He literally kicks a shield through an Ultron. An Ultron. He kicks a shield through an Ultron. It's really cool. And Cap.
I have to point out one little nitpick in between your little monologue.
Yeah, go ahead.
I didn't like the magnetic glove that Captain America had.
No, I agree. I agree with that. It should be just that.
Because every time before this movie, he was bouncing that shit around like mad. Yeah. And he always caught it.
Yeah, and that's the way it should be, is that Cap should just be...
Especially on the highway. He was in the middle of fucking nowhere on the highway without a shield, and he didn't use his magic glove.
To be fair, when that magic glove... I did immediately think of that. He gets knocked off the back of the truck, and he's still on the truck. I was like, yeah, but the truck's like speeding away, and like there's no the range.
Fine.
The range of the magnetic glove is never established. I don't suppose.
Have it your little way.
So
anyway,
but no, I agree.
back
Anyway,
to Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver saving her.
yeah. So Hawkeye's like, oh, we need to get over to this part of the city, and then Quicksilver just turns and was like, well, bye, and like fucks off with Scarlet Witch and leaves Barton there by himself, and that's when Quicksilver says, oh, what, you didn't see that coming?
And I love that bit.
And then he's just on his own in the middle of the city, just like, I fucking didn't see that coming. Fucking.
I could shoot you right now. Nobody would know. I could shoot you.
Yeah.
I could shoot you. You'd be fucking dead.
that's Hawkeye. See, that's the.
And then he
that's
goes into a little joke.
That's Hawkeye, the deadpan snarker, who is just like that all the time, not just in the Joss Whedon film. Like.
Exactly.
Yeah.
TLDR fictional audience. Hawkeye is always like that.
Yep. Fucking Philistines.
So then we get everybody after Thor gets the fucking shit kicked out of him, and Vision smacks Ultron with a hammer.
Yep. Yeah, that was the cool bit.
Get...
That's the cool. I'm running out of words to say.
Well, we already discussed that.
We did.
So
we did. But I just wanted to do a little callback to it. That's okay. And then the Vision annihilates.
So he does that.
Annihilates him with a hammer.
And then
again,
all the Avengers assemble. Aha!
I wasn't
at the church.
I wasn't sure about that bit
Ultron
either.
shows up.
I wasn't sure about that bit where it's like, oh, Thor's trying to fight Ultron, and he can't fight Ultron, and then Vision just turns up, annihilates him with a hammer. It's like, well,
Vision was already there because Vision stopped Ultron from getting to the internet. So where were we? We were at somehow everybody gets to the church. Because Iron Man and Thor say everybody has to get to the church.
Yeah, and they all make like David Bowie, and they make it to the church on time.
Because Iron Man and Thor say everybody has to get to the church.
Yeah, and they all make like David Bowie, and they make it to the church on time.
Everybody gets to the church, and a few robots attack them, and Thor goes, Is that all you got?
Is that all you got?
And then me and Scythe got really pissed off.
Yeah, I saw this conversation on Twitter, yes. I saw this conversation on Twitter.
Definitely that the Is That All You've Got was going to be a trailer-only thing, and it would have become, Ultron, we would have words with you!
Yeah.
Because as every comic book reader knows, and I have to point this out, in the comics, the massive crossover in a fictional European country where Ultron kills a lot of people, starring the Avengers, had Ultron say the famous words, Ultron, we would have words with thee.
Yeah.
I understand that they wouldn't use the word thee in the film, but come on, it's such a fucking perfect line.
Yeah, it was. And I saw that conversation between you and Scythe happen on Twitter, and when I watched it today in the cinema, when that scene came on, I was like, oh, this is the bit that we're talking about. Like, I knew immediately what the fuck you were talking about. Like,
I do apologise for spoiling, but not spoiling the movie, because
that wasn't even a spoiler.
Obviously,
I was like,
it wasn't a spoiler, but it was kind of
I might have.
You know, it wasn't coming.
Yeah, I guess so. But then Joss Whedon committed a worse crime later on anyway, so it didn't matter.
Right, so you get the money shot. This is the replacement of everybody standing in a circle and going like...
That score, by the way, can I just say for the record now, that is one of my favourite movie scores of all time.
I have to say, I forgot it after the Avengers, but as soon as I saw this film, I'm like, how did I ever forget that score?
It's so fucking good. So hype.
It's so fucking good. It's so heroic.
Yes.
It's rousing. It's pumping.
Yes.
It gets all the blood flowing to all the important bits in your body. I'm not making a joke here. All the important bits in your body.
All the important bits.
Like your brain.
The pancreas. It floods towards the pancreas. It swells.
So it's like, oh yes, this is it. This is the hero mode.
Yep, so cool.
People give Danny Elfman a lot of shit, but the dude fucking came up with the original Batman theme.
Do they give Danny Elfman shit? Why?
Because he's not John Williams.
But he's the closest thing to John Williams. Without
he
being
is the
John
fucking closest thing to John Williams.
So why do they give him shit?
Because he's not John Williams. Because this is the internet.
Fucking
exactly.
Actually, I feel like there is a third American guy who I'm forgetting the name of, who is like a current. I feel like there's a really good guy right now, but I can't remember his fucking name, so we'll gloss over that and I'll Google it afterwards.
Well, you Google it afterwards, and then you send me a message after you've Googled it, and then I'll put it in the footnotes.
Yeah, let's do that.
Footnote. So they go like, is that all you've got? And they all team up in a little circle, and I have to say, I wore the 3D glasses over my regular glasses, and I hate that fucking shit.
Yeah.
But that was a good scene because it's like it twirls around again. It's the twirl around that Joss Whedon loves in movies, especially action movies. It's like it kind of freeze range, but not really on a single moment. You're like, oh yeah, there's Quicksilver, and then oh yeah, that's Hawkeye, and there's Quicksilver. And it's like, oh yeah, that's Scarlet Witch, and there's Quicksilver, and there's Thor and Quicksilver, and Iron Man and Quicksilver, and Captain America and Quicksilver, and Quicksilver. I love that.
And you think that's like a little...
It was a fantastic shot. It wasn't as magic as the original assembly shot of Avengers. But I think that's the point what we were talking about earlier on. It's like, it was good, but it wasn't as iconic.
Yeah, I guess iconic is the word. Yeah, actually, yeah, that's a good word to use in that situation, yeah. It was cool. It was cool, but it's not something that stirred me in any way.
It wasn't the first time you've seen a thing like that.
No.
So, like, okay, then the fight, and then Thor, Vision, and Iron Man blasting down Ultron. That was good.
See, again, that was another one of those moments for me where it just didn't have the drama. Like, it was cool to see them do it. It just didn't have the drama. It was like I didn't have the impact. I didn't think that was going to be what defeated Ultron. I thought he'd get up and be like, nope. But no, that just was like, oh, then they just burn his face off and that's it. He's just like beat.
I have to admit, it was kind of lacking because Ultron, aside from beating the shit out of Thor, he hadn't done much at that point.
That's what I mean. Like, I think that's what I was going to say was that he...
And we all expected that out of Loki, but Loki was already inferior to Thor.
Yeah, but Ultron should be a big wrecking machine.
So Ultron should have beaten the shit out of all of them, and then at the end been blasted half to shreds.
Yeah.
But I have to admit, that one scene where they're all blasting him, that is a good point. That is fantastic.
Oh yeah, no, it was a cool moment. It looked really cool, but I would have liked it.
And then when Nick Fury comes back.
Yeah, Fury, you son of a bitch.
Fury, and he has the one guy from Captain America, the Winter Soldier. I love that. I'm like, hey, it's the one guy. He doesn't mean anything in the grand movie scheme.
Yeah.
But it was so fucking great to see a secondary character or a tertiary character just to show up in another movie.
Just an awesome nod to continuity. Universe Building 101. Although, I was annoyed that Phil Coulson wasn't in it. That annoyed me a great deal.
In the last scene when the helicarrier is lifting out of the ocean, I'm like, and now you have to show the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. team.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit if it spoils an upcoming episode. Just show their team. Like, just 10 seconds of the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. team.
That would have been cool.
Would have driven everybody mad. They would be like, oh shit, they're in the same fucking universe.
And it would have made sense too, in that it would have got people who don't watch the show, me, to maybe go, hey, this is a thing. Like, to have another look at it, you know?
Yeah.
It would have been fucking free advertising.
Would have been like, hang on. Who are these people?
Yeah.
They're important, obviously, but they're not in the fucking movies.
Yeah. The one lad from Winter Soldier gets a hilarious bit as well.
Yeah.
When they're doing the evacuation thing.
No. One of the old drones is attacked. And then Maria Hill just kicks the shit out of it.
Yes.
So, we get to... This is now the climax. Ultron has been blown to shit.
He has indeed.
Partially.
He's messed up.
Partially.
He's messed up. He's still
like Sean Connery adding condiments to his dishes. Partially. Sorry. So Ultron has been partially shredded, and everybody's evacuating because the S.H.I.E.L.D. helicarrier. You say it.
Helicarrier?
Fuck you. Yeah, that thing. So everybody's evacuating, and then Hawkeye is driving off the island with Black Widow. He's like, oh, have I mentioned I'm retiring in 2 days? I'm remodeling my living room. My wife is pregnant, and I think I might have just beaten cancer, so there's no way I'm going to die in this film, is there?
I think that's some real nice.
And Black Widow looks at him and is like, you are so fucking dead, mate. So everybody's running away, and then Iron Man dismantles Thing because he can't be in the big climactic scene of this movie because he's somewhere else.
Yeah.
And then Hawkeye on the helicarrier. No, not on the helicarrier. He's on like
one of the evac.
On the lifeboats.
One of the evac boats. Yeah.
Evac boats, lifeboats, and he looks at a picture of his wife and kids. It's like, I'm going to die, aren't I? And he sees a little boy, and he's like, yep. This is where I'm gonna die.
And he's like, oh shit.
And he runs out. And I have to say, I said to my mate I saw this movie with, if Hawkeye dies, the moment he dies, I'm walking out the cinema because it's insulting my intelligence. They're quite literally saying he's gonna die, he's gonna die, he's gonna die, he's gonna die. If he dies, I'm gonna fuck off. He runs back for the kid. I'm like, oh yeah, here it comes. And then Ultron goes like, I have no strings.
Cool.
Doing his best Joker thing.
Yeah. Hey lads, Disney owns Marvel now. Did you know? We can do a load of references. Look.
So
Whoa.
he shoots at Hulk and Black Widow. I'm like, hang on, maybe Black Widow will die in this movie, but I didn't think it was very likely.
Yeah. With
so
the fact that the Black Widow movie has been announced already. Like, this was the big problem. Maybe. I was going to try and not mention this during this podcast, but the big problem with Marvel's stupid marketing thing of going, we're going to announce
exactly
the schedule for the next 20 years, is that the second I was going into the cinema to see this, I was like, well, I know that really, in the grand scheme of things, this means nothing because there's a fucking ton of movies coming after, so I know it's not going to be the end, and that's a problem. That's a problem when you've immediately gone, we're going to have X amount of films, then that automatically tells me that nothing that consequential will happen in this movie, and that's a problem.
I lost where we were at this point. So Hawkeye sees his little boy.
Oh yeah, no,
we're like, okay, Baron Circus actor is still doing 3 more movies. No way is he dead. And we're like, okay, Jeremy Renner is showing up in Captain America: Civil War, but he might be in a flashback, so he could die right now. Yep. Because he's like 2 days away from retirement, has a wife, pregnant, etc., 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 etc. And he runs for the little kid, and I'm like, okay, he's actually gonna die, isn't he?
I thought he was gonna die. I genuinely thought.
I thought he was gonna die. I was stupid enough that he was gonna die. But then, and this is a big spoiler, he gets whizzed away, and we get to hear one more time, what? You didn't see that coming?
God damn. That Quicksilver.
I have to say,
he takes the hit.
As little as developed Quicksilver was, that one little line coming back 3 times, that was good.
Very good. Very, very good indeed.
Quicksilver said it first, Hawkeye said it afterwards, and then Quicksilver said it again. And I'm like, okay, good. And then he keels over. I'm like, oh, this is it. This is what Joss Whedon meant when he said he was going to kill off a potential franchise.
Not that Quicksilver was a potential franchise.
Well,
that was an overstatement, wasn't it, Mr. Whedon, if we're being honest?
It was slightly,
Nobody was paying to see the Quicksilver movie, were they?
I was.
Don't lie to me. I know that isn't true. I know that isn't true.
Anyway, Ultron shoots Quicksilver. Ultron tries to shoot at the Hulk.
Again, that was another thing. That was another thing as well, by the way. Again, like, we talked about Ultron being kind of ineffective in his role here.
He ends up hijacking an airplane.
He's a flying robot with lasers. Why wouldn't he hijack an airplane?
Exactly.
Fucking stupid.
And I did like he was humming like, I have no strings to pull me down. But it's like, you haven't emphasised that bit enough.
Not enough, no.
It's like that you didn't have a scene where the Avengers were watching Pinocchio.
It's not like, do you know how I got these scars? It's not like that. It's not played up that much.
So, Quicksilver, he keels over and he dies.
He does die.
Well, hint. But we're going to finish off the movie first.
Yeah.
So Hawkeye drags Quicksilver's body onto the thing, and Ultron gets caught by the fucking Hulk. And I did like the fact he said, "Oh no, what now?"
Yeah, that was great. It was actually, I don't think it was. I think it was, "Oh God," or something like that. There was something like, it was just like this exacerbated, like, "Oh, for fuck's sake!"
It was like,
yeah.
Haven't I gone through enough today?
If it hadn't been a 12, it would have been, "For fuck's sake." Like, that's what it would have said. Yeah.
I didn't like how that fight with the Hulk was off screen.
Off camera, yeah, dumb. Hulk just throws him back to Earth, and that's it. Like, stupid.
It's like you hear thump, 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 and then it's like, whoa!
And again, that's a little bit, again, like, you know, the low key in the first one, the little, "I am a god."
The first one was so good though, because
you know,
Loki, the entire movie, he was somewhat impervious. He had some moments where he lost his dignity, but Hulk absolutely took it fucking away from him.
Yeah.
He took it away from him so hard that in the end of the movie, the climax, he had not recovered yet. Ultron, on the other hand, he beat up Thor. He got blasted by a bunch of laser shit. He took up Quinjet. He shot up people, and then the Hulk showed up, and then you're like, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah,
Like,
actually, yeah,
okay.
that's a good point. Actually, yeah, we get to see him get his face burnt off.
It doesn't mean as much because he's already been brought down a peg.
Yeah.
And then I would have preferred it if they showed him going like, oh no, what now? And then being immediately thrown out of the Quinjet.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I agree. And then a little bit of like a smackdown back on terra firma. Yeah, that would have been good.
And then Scarlet Witch pulls out his processor.
His heart, mate. It was his heart.
It wasn't really his heart.
It was his heart. Come on. She does the big thing. She does the big. You say something about being dead. And do you know how it felt? And then she rips his heart out and she goes, and that's how it felt. Because it's his heart. And
But he's a fucking robot.
Yeah, well, he's East European. They have a very limited knowledge of computers.
Bloody Eastern Europeans. I thought that was very cheesy the moment she
ripped his heart out. Yes, so did I.
I was like, oh, come on. Why did it have to be in his chest? Why did it have to be vaguely heart-shaped?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I agree.
But
I thought
then,
it was laid
Iron
on
Man
thick.
and Thor, they blew up the flying processor of the island.
Yeah.
And stuff started crumbling down. And the Vision flew in. And I'm like, motherfucker, this is a good moment where she's in the train, ready to die. And the Vision phases through everything. And he saves Scarlet Witch. And she looks at him. It's like... I'm like, oh yeah, comic books.
I honestly didn't even
Wink.
notice the phasing. I didn't even see it. Like I didn't even.
The point where he flies in is like, I loved he had a cape just because he copied Thor.
Yes, that was a good moment.
So he flies in, he's like, swoop! And that is a proper Superman moment. That is what Superman should be.
So you're saying that is a homage to Man of Steel?
Fuck you, 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 fuck you. So, the climax has been... Everybody's talking. Captain America, Thor going like, if you put the hammer in an elevator or a lift...
That line was amazing, yeah.
Would it go up or not?
Because Tony and Cap just can't accept that this thing could lift the hammer and they couldn't, and Thor's like, you people are weird. You strange.
It was good.
You strange little men. Yeah, that's brilliant. That was a good little moment. The elevator would still go up there, right?
Oh, hang on. Rewind a little bit.
Yeah.
War Machine showing up and being like, this is going to be a good anecdote.
Yes, War Machine is a really...
Beforehand, he tried to impress people, be like, oh yeah, I dropped a tank on this evil guy's palace.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, there you go.
And then Iron Man and
Thor. He showed up at the last minute and he saved the day. He's like, oh yeah, there's going to be a good anecdote. And then Vision shows up and he's like, pew, pew, pew. He's like, oh, fucking hell, what is that?
What the fuck is this? Yeah, that's really cool. That's a really good moment, yeah. Fucking Don Cheadle.
So, not to Don Cheadle. Don Cheadle, before this movie, I thought that Terrence Howard was the better War Machine on film. Right now,
I agree.
You are the better War Machine.
I agree. Yeah, actually, yeah. In his 2 scenes.
In his 2 fucking scenes.
Yeah.
It's like, Thor was like, haha, you humans, in your silly notions, bye-bye, I'm gonna fuck up your lawn.
Yeah, he's like, I will miss this banter. Off he goes.
And we're at the last scene,
yeah.
and the last scene that fucks with us, because I don't like it.
Yeah,
it's like, Cap goes to Black Widow. He's like,
we missed.
Time.
We missed the bit as well. We missed the bit where Black Widow was trying to talk Hulk down. He gets in the Quinjet.
Oh, I meant to go back to this bit.
He gets in the Quinjet and she's trying to talk him down. And hey, big.
And this is the bit you meant where every time Hulk needs someone to tie him down.
Yep.
Because he's like, no, I can't go back to you because I am a danger.
Yep.
I like that. I really like that.
Yeah, and that's what I mean about Hulk. You know, usually in an ideal world, that would be Betty Ross filling that role. But obviously, for this purposes, the way they set it...
There is no Betty Ross in the world ever since 2008.
Exactly. So the way they set it up for this one, Black Widow works fine for that, and that's what I meant, yeah. But yeah, so he gets in the Quinjet, and he fucks off. He does his thing. He's like, no, I'm a danger. I have to go and be the Hulk.
And she's like, you have to engage your tracking mode. And he's like, with his gigantic fingers, which are like the size of my palm.
Yep.
He managed to hit the button off.
He does, and then
Despite the fact he has fingers the size of my palm.
And then he just has a little sleep. Hulk fucks off. Thor fucks off. Iron Man fucks off. Iron Man is like, no, you know what?
Iron Man was gonna fuck off anyway.
Yeah, he was. And then he fucks off. And then that's when we get the new Avengers.
Then we get Cap going to Black Widow like, oh, you've been staring at a wall for a time now, aren't you?
Lol.
And she's like, oh, I'm waiting for him to reply to me now.
Actually, no, she says, I was waiting for you to stop staring at Tony's eyes. Banter. Go in.
Then we get Cap and Black Widow being like, oh, here's the new team.
The new Avengers.
And the new Avengers are basically like, yeah, not the guys we could get for the fourth movie. No, the B-listers.
The B-listers. The B team.
We got War Machine, we got
Falcon.
Vision, we got
Falcon and Scarlet Witch.
Falcon and Scarlet Witch. And I have to admit, hang on, let me pull out my phone. My mate Rupert, the guy who stole the glasses, if you remember,
I do remember.
he said the Scarlet Witch is also known as the Olsen twins.
Because she's played by somebody Olsen.
She is played by someone called Olsen,
Yes.
but he's mainly referring to her breasts.
Ah.
Ha
See?
That's very sexist. If you didn't like my sexist comment, please tweet at me, at Datska, on the Twitters.
You're listening to the Misogyny Podcast.
Misogyny Podcast TLDR.
Not all men.
Anyway.
Not all men.
So, Captain America says, Avengers, and then the film stops.
You mother... Josh Whedon, you fucking tease.
I fucking hated that.
So did I. I don't know.
It's like,
I kind of liked it because it was like a little... Because I guess...
It was typical film-like, but I'm like, come on.
But it was like...
2 films. You could have gone one film with saying it.
It was a bit like Josh Whedon was in the cinema next to us going, hey lads. Just kidding. Fair enough.
Anyway, this is the movie. This is the point where everybody's been waiting for. Apparently, I have been waiting for. Fan theories. Fan theories. Thank you very much for sticking with us the entire time. The runtime at the moment on the recording is over 2 hours.
It's actually longer than the movie.
Number 1. Who shows up in the end credits?
Well, the big man, Thanos, the Man Titan.
Thanos. Thanos shows up, and what does Thanos say?
I'll do it myself.
Why does he say that?
Because he's been trying to... They hint at... when the massive plot point we skipped over for the entire review of the movie is that the gem, which is inside Loki's thing and ends up in the Vision's face, is the Mind Gem, one of the Infinity Gems.
It's one of the Infinity Stones,
yes.
But...
and so...
What do they try to enrich Ultron with?
What do they try to enrich him with? What, vibranium? What?
No, they try to enrich him with that Mind Gem.
Yeah, that's what I mean, yeah, and then that gets put in the Vision's face later on.
Ultron was a plan of Thanos.
Yeah, well, they say at one point during the movie, I can't remember who, but some of the Avengers say that, we think they start talking about these Infinity Gems after Thor mentions them, and I think it's Cap who's like, what? So you're saying somebody wants them all to be arranged in one place? And then it's like, oh wait, are we just pawns in a big game here? It's like we've been used to try and arrange these gems in the one place. And
motherfucker! I thought I was being original with this one.
So they've got four of the gems now that they know of.
The Tesseract is one.
Yep.
Loki's staff is another one.
Yep.
And the one that was in the Guardians of the Galaxy.
And then one in Dark World, right?
And one in the Dark World,
yep.
Yeah.
So there's 4 that have been mentioned.
So there's 4
so far.
So Guardians of the Galaxy 2 is gonna be 2017 or something like that.
Yeah.
Thor: The Dark World is 2017 or 18 as well, yeah.
No, the Dark World's been gone, mate. The new one's not called that.
Yeah, I mean Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be 2017 as well, yeah.
Yeah. Something like
So safe bets are like Thor: The Dark World and Guardians of the Galaxy 2. So Quicksilver dies.
Yeah.
Yeah, but just before the climax, Captain America says, "And when you die, walk it off."
Oh yes, he does say that. I did.
Oh, bam!
I paid
I
absolute.
got you 1 out of 2. I'm very happy. Well, I've got the fact I got you 1
Oh,
out
you
of
did. I paid absolutely no. I mean, I remember that line, but I was just like, oh, well, he's just saying that as being like, well, you know, arseholes and elbows. That's fucking.
Captain America says, "When you die, you walk it off."
Yes, he does.
And then the clue is,
he says,
what is Quicksilver's main gimmick?
Did he walk?
It's fucking running.
He does a lot of walking.
He does a lot of
He's
walking.
really good at
And
speed walking. Is his thing.
when Hawkeye is in pain on the lifeboat,
Yep.
his Sky camera pan.
Yeah, he's laid
of
down.
him and Quicksilver.
Laid down
back
next to Quicksilver. Yeah, laid down next to him.
Exactly. So I don't think that Hawkeye didn't die, obviously.
Obviously.
So I don't think Quicksilver died
Yeah,
either.
and also, I mean, the bigger thing, because I didn't get any of that. I didn't get the, if you get beat up, get up. If you get killed, walk it off. I didn't get that as being a thing. I just figured this is a movie where about 20 minutes in, we explicitly state we've got nanotechnology that can regrow human fibre.
And that!
Is he dead? That's all I was like straight away.
That as well.
I was like, is he dead? Someone's just regrown a human body. Like,
Plus, he lives at super speed. So they could literally show him going like 4 months on, like, yeah, this would have killed like a normal human being, but I healed like 29 times as fast.
yeah, exactly. So yeah, maybe, just maybe.
This again, I have to put a banned sucker on you.
But then,
Shrug, I have to say, if they show Quicksilver alive, I'm gonna be like, ha ha to all my friends.
yeah,
Except you,
except me.
because I just told you. And I think this might be the best way to cap this off.
What might be?
Well, this.